You are welcome to the Bottom Line Liberia.
A happy good evening, and from wherever you are, good afternoon, good morning. This is the Bottom Line Liberia. My name is Linford Gua, and tonight we're going to have our other colleagues joining us to discuss issues concerning Liberia. But already seated in Studio B in Sweden is Mr. Francis Mensah. I love to call him Preso because he's the president for the European Federation of Liberian Associations in Norway. Oh, sorry, in Europe. So we just address him as president. So now you're president of Liberia. So Mr. Mensah, welcome.
Yeah, welcome. Thanks, buddy. Thanks, Secretary General, Mr. Boy. So it's exciting to be here this evening again to discuss issues concerning our beloved country, Liberia. Liberia news is always fascinating. It's always intriguing. To the extent that sometimes you just don't want to be bothered with the news, with the manner and form in which things are happening. Unconventionally, things are happening in Liberia, so yeah. Anyway, how are you, brother?
Well, I'm great. By the grace of God, as long as we are still breathing, we have to give God the glory because there is nothing we do without Him. And so I am great, and it's also good to see you. Later on, Paul, the Lord children will be joining us. The other panelists will not be here tonight. Jima is not going to be here. Guy Toomey is not going to be here. They all engaged, but the three of us will be able to bring you some intriguing discussions. We'll be looking at newspaper headlines. Like Francis said, Liberia is always in the news, and maybe for the wrong reason. And sometimes you read the newspapers or the headlines, and it just throws you away that you don't want to have anything to do with it, because this is a country that is very old indeed, a country that should be standing out as an example for other countries in the world, but yet we are found in a place that we cannot even make our way out. We cannot even find ourselves in a deep darkness. But we're going to take a short musical break. When we come back, then we'll continue with our discussion. So stay with us. If you're joining us, help us to share the show.
My people, where you at? Where you at? Wake up from your slumber. Stop sleeping. Wave your hands, wave your hands, wave your hands, wave your hands. Come on, come on, come on. I know you're sleeping now. You gotta wake up some more, yeah? Okay, let's go. The people who us, the people lie to us. The government betray us. So much. I said they lie. The people who us, the people lie to us. The government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they will not the us. I said we tired with their lies. We tired with their promises that led us to all our damages. We tired with their speech they preach indeed, and now unique they deceive us. The thing we saw, it frustrates us. So why did you lie? Why did you steal? Why did you allow the citizens to be? You see, we just tell you that why we voted you. But you fool us, you screw us, you use us and later on abuse us. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. They lie. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray people fool us, so the people lie to us. The government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they go knock the corrupt. No one to trust. My people don't want to hope on. Nobody. My hope that I have been broken. I'm telling you, brother. So where are the schools? Where are the roads? Where are the jobs that they said they could afford? But they too selfish. The people tired with their rhetoric. People tired, they tired. You see the reason why we ask why the government betray. They have enough of time, but yeah, then stay they delay. People suffer. No work for people crying for hunger. Look at. Your vision and your mission, your intention to the nation, they poor. You got nothing to show. Nothing. So, why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. They lie. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They lie.
Well, the government betray us, they lie, and they continue to lie. Oh, listen, as a group of people found in this part of the world called Liberia, we are very special people. Everything about us is special. Even the way we talk is special. That only we Liberians know that when we talk, then we know we are from Liberia. And like Francis said, Liberia is always in the news about something, and sometimes people get tired listening to these things because we talk, yet nothing happens for the positive thing. But Francis, is there anything special on your mind before we just go to our newspapers while we await Paul to join us?
Special in the sense of what happening back home. I mean, look, Liberia is I don't know, I'm lack of words, but look, what really puzzles me here right now is that it's the passage of that recast budget, and in a serious country where budgets are being tampered with. I've not heard of it in any part of the Western world. People will be, in custody, and people will be. They'll lose their jobs. But all of a sudden, people. People just accept apologies and like nothing had happened, and then the way the budget was recasted. The apportionment of monies to certain government institutions or entities, and leaving out these important sectors out. It baffles me a lot. I don't know what to say, but so yeah.
When you say that you were surprised when the budget was passed by the legislature, for me, it didn't come as a surprise. And I will tell you the reason why. And my reason may not be right, and it may not be wrong. It's just what I feel about it. The legislature, or the legislative branch and the executive branch, they are in cahoot, in my own belief, when it comes to major decision makings. Where, for example, if the legislative branch is giving any mandate or any request, let me put it that way, by the executive, the legislative will say, no, listen, before, let's say the president sends a bill, and for approval, the legislatures will say, no, listen, you know what happening? Before we do this thing, you got to do this. You got to meet certain demand. And the executive wanting it to go or wanting to succeed in that area, they will do what the legislature demand or request for. The same way, in order for the legislature to do something, the executive will say, no, listen, the last time you said this and we did it, today is our turn. What am I saying? The budget was prepared by the budget comes from the executive branch. because it's the president that's going to, it's the executive that is going to execute all the functions of the government when it comes to the budget. So they sit there and say, okay, this so amount is supposed to go to so place and blah 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 until they put all the budget items. Then we'll also plan. This is where we're getting money from, and this is how we'll get the money. When we get the money, this is how we'll use it. Then they send it to the legislature. Now, the legislature is the one that will look at it, study, and say, look, okay, the other thing here, we need it, but we need this one. So let's replace this and that. That's also I hear about budget being recast. But whatever the case is, whether the budget is recast or not, and then the legislature approves it, it goes into hand bill, and then it becomes law. So let's say the in the current situation that we are in now, the budget came from the executive, it went to the legislature, and while it was there, they did all of their additions and subtractions. That's what they call recasting. That is, certain places, certain amount of money is going to go, maybe a too big for the one. They say, okay, let's take more from them and put some to the side to balance it. But then they go and then plug in certain amounts to certain government entities that they know they have control over. So at the end of the day, when that, they will be the simplest to pass the budget. When they pass it and it goes into effect, then now they will go. Take for example, maybe I'm just giving you an example, okay? The Maritime Authority does not have part to play in the budget. They don't get anything in the budget, but maybe director for Maritime because that's my area. Then the committee responsible for maritime affairs in the house, they go and study that budget. They say, okay, no, you're not having, we need our own tool. You're putting something there for maritime. Then they take huge amount and put it there for maritime. When they know that maritime does not really need that amount of money, but because somebody get control, then when the budget passes, then the person can say, well, man, the last time we put in something there also, that's what we put there, you're going to take it off and look into the red amount that you need, but the other one, you know, that's how it's been working. So the executive and the legislature, they are in cahoot, in my own view. That's how they work. You do it for me today, I'll do it for you tomorrow. Paul, welcome.
Well, good evening, gentlemen. It's good to be back here today for another fascinating discussion. I'll listen to you guys over there regarding the budget recast. Yeah, it's Francis, I heard you in the background when I was Liberia, it is where it is. It just sometimes it's too embarrassing when somebody asks me where you from to say I'm from Liberia, because why is it something just fundamentally wrong with the country? And we are laying people. Why are we like this, that we suffer our own people in Liberia? That is the question. You're talking about the budget. These guys just go for the 5,000 each to buy a car. We know that no CT scan in the hospital, but they're able to buy themselves some vehicle. And then the speaker trying to justify, say they pay $50 a day to go to work. That's the transportation fare. Guys, which part of Monrovia, even from Kakata to Monrovia, is 350 Liberty? What part of Liberia do you pay $50 a day to go to work? What kind of country is called Liberia? Look, man, it's just sad when you hear these thieves, when they come to steal from people, they find all sort of justification. They also get $8,000 as salary, $10,000 as salary. If they can't buy their own vehicle, they have to give them $40,000 each, $45,000 each, and they're trying to justify it that, yeah, they pay $50 a day to go to work, and they only work twice a day.
The frustrating part about the team, Paul, is that they give the people car, new brand car. According to the law, the national buy used car for them. Their own law they made in their favor. So the money they gave them, okay, new brand car that will buy. From there, then government give them fuel for that car. Government give them scrap car. Almost everything free. Now
government service the car.
Yeah. Then at the end of the day, after 3 years, my friend, you are now driving cars here that can go up to 7, 8, 9 years. But the people, they buy a brand new car, then within 3 years, and they got to replace it. Okay? So, you know, they live on the sweat of the people, and then the same people will turn around and vote there. So that get tired of talking because we will sit here and talk. We make ourselves to look bad to the legislature or the lawmakers or even the executive. We make ourselves to look bad. Like we are against them. We're not against them, but we're fighting for a certain group of people. But the people that we're fighting for do not know their own importance. So it's like we are the one making ourselves to look bad to those people that we are against them.
Look, Oliver, I don't disagree with you. Look, in as much we want to criticize the electorates, the voters, look, it is the mind game, the trick, the manipulation, how they come about becoming like messiahs. I mean, you don't know the future. You don't know. These people come as messiahs. They come to change. I mean, a lot of them left. They were not voted. They were not voted back into the new ones are the ones who acting like that now. Who were purposely talking about this change. They came to rescue. I mean, some of them from the opposition who were at the time who were no in the other ruling, the CDC, the coalition, the other people. They all came to rescue, so to speak. But now, what are they doing? So they manipulate the people. They come with a lot of promises just to get the people vote, and then go and turn around and do all sorts of things to the people.
Paul will come in, but there is a solution to it. Look, let me tell you, everything on earth has a solution. Okay. Even if we human was smart enough, we find a solution to that. You see, but we have not reached that point. What I'm trying to say is that our own law tells us that we the people, we the electorates, we the one got the power. We are the employer. So if we employ you and you're working for us, and we feel that you're not doing a job good, what do? We can call for your resignation or your dismissal.
Impeachment.
Or how many times do you see your people, the people that they voted for as lawmakers to represent them, and they're not doing what they want? How many times do you see your people standing up to them? Rather, they'll go ladder to their kids in the morning, and when they finish eating, when the lawmakers finish eating breakfast, then they come outside, they drop small thing in their hands. Some of them, they even get them bread, and they go home. They're happy. Oh, at least I ought to Senator John Brown house today. They give me one piece of bread. The bread they finish here, the children finish eating, they get them the bottom one, they go home with pay for them. You see? So our people, we small thing can fall our ass. So that the man will make and say, oh, your good morning, oh. Okay, my people, you'll come back tomorrow. I'll find small thing for you. That was sufficient for the day. You will go home with hungry belly. You see? So it's not that the lawmakers or the people who we elect are imposing themselves. It is ourselves. If you and I, we're working for the platform here, and we're not doing what we're supposed to do, don't you think we can be removed from the platform? We can be removed. Okay, if we want the platform to function. But if we want the platform to remain as it is, and we're not doing what we want to do, it will be like that. Then we all accept it that way. So they got to take some blame too. Even though the people they maneuver them, but how long, Paul and Francis, how long can somebody manipulate you all the time? You can't learn small sense. Paul, come in.
Well, I don't think they put in Liberia can learn sense because it seems to me that they are resolved to just living that kind of life. That's how it is because handful of people we just can't give them bread and butter. Look, I'll tell you something, Francis. It was during the election. I went to Kakata and there was Stephen Olive. He got a farm around our colonial mission area. And people that I met from that farm, they have all resolved to vote for CDC. And the reason they gave, when their children sick, that Stephen Ali can step in. So whatever he tell them to do, that's what they will do. They're not like
Sarah Allen.
Yes, I'm telling you, Kakata. So it means if he said go this way, that's the way they follow. So the people does not think for themselves. This is the situation we face with. The same thing on Benina Ure. The group that surrounded him, wherever Benina Ure say, they follow. That is the same. Chris Moy, those guys are in their house. They get huge followers. And the people just worship them. So where are we heading? That's why if you see people calling in Liberia, say, hey, they wish that they had a jail rodent tape or they got in Burkina Faso. These are the things that anger people. That's why they're calling for those kind of intervention. Because people on the ground saying now to think for themselves. And guess what? You go steal from them. Somebody telling them they got stealing from you. They worship the God that the Nathaniel McGee case. The American took all the men stole from us. They're very potent around say, oh, yeah, the American go one side, will carry this man. So what kind of people are they? That is the frustration part of the whole thing.
Yeah, we reward people for being dishonest. We reward people for looting our looting our country, our purpose. So
Yeah.
that's what it can. So
Okay, but Paul, you want to take us through the papers?
So talking about the car situation, the former United Party chairman, who now the Minister of Commerce, he in serious trouble. And this has been flagged by another thief who is called Nathaniel McGee. See the situation we face with Labrec, gentlemen. This is the story. Therefore, I think you talk to us. This guy has been flagged by Nathaniel McGee. And he now calling on his party member. Why are they now backing him?
You know, when I read the story, I laughed. It was like it was like the witchcraft. You know, let me tell you one story. You know why the witchcraft is afraid? Because they know what they can do. No, the most scary person in the village is the witchcraft. Because the witchcraft, he knows what they can do in the witch. So he always afraid that they will catch him too. So here is Amimoda. When you are signing the Medtech deal, the United Partisans, according to some of them, specifically Vapila, stated in the story that he did not inform them. They did by fire. Then he said, now in the corner cry, and one people, oh, you can come to my aid. When you are taking that pen to sign, why then? Now he thought that you're going to be an Easter rider. You shot in the two. Where they go and they do something in the corner. Say, my man, I need to all know. Yeah, bam. He signed. Then that court can he takes it. Look at the guy driving a Chevrolet. He are not driving the same car. Can you imagine? I want honestly to buy my Chevrolet, but he got it from some group. I envy the car though, because this is the latest one. He's driving.
I mean, listen, guys. We shouldn't, actually be very over sensational. That car, that picture was taken or just added to the story, because the cars that were no car was bought, or no cars were bought. Because you read the story, the information from LRA says no car was bought. The only he asked for $96,000 to buy cars for the inspectorate to enhance revenue generation, and the money was given to them, and the money was given to the dealership. I think it's the other guys, Sika Motors, so to buy Toyotas. Yeah, so that car is not the car. And again, I want
to differ with you. I think this car, the people will not just go grab. Why
got a car that cost, my friend said, and
the car belongs to him.
The estimated cost for that car, because they have not come up clear. Some people say it's 120,000, some people say 91,000. So he got a car.
The particular Chevrolet, he got it.
He got a car, and that's why they said it off from Brentwood County, saying when you are signing the Medtel deal, you didn't consult us. Now it backfire. You want us to come
Look, I mean, I don't want to be seen as defending, but according to the story that we all read, that even the report from LRA and according to
no, listen.
I mean, Modad's own
The LRA part of the story. Let me help you right here.
I mean, Modad said he did not buy any car. He said he uses his Mercedes to go to work and so forth. So yeah, so we.
I'm sure that LRA will clarify, because listen, LRA is an integrity institution. So if they're involved in the kind of thing, it's only fair enough for them to come and explain the part they play. Amin Moda have requested money to back out for the ministry. LRA disperses the money to him. Now, it's a different thing compared to this method deal. This guy, I listened to as I read.
No, let's get it straight. The money came from the DR, the destination inspection, and the percentage that LRA receives. That money is there for training. So when you carry a container, they inspect it at this the destination, and while you pay, LRA gets 20%, and Maytech takes away 80%, and that money was put. It was like in an account to train LRA employees. I mean, so that's where the money came from. And so, but my concern is that it is legal. It is, I mean, that legal in the sense that LRA can just go into that account and take money and give it to the Ministry of Commerce. So, but yeah, this is a story that we will be going back and forth on, saying that the man himself in the center of the controversy says that he did not buy the car and the car is not his. That picture is somebody else's picture.
So friends say, when somebody steal, when you ask them, they will tell you, say, I didn't steal from you. That is
so some people admit. Somebody they steal.
Yeah, they will say, oh, I didn't. You killed this person. No, I didn't kill. But then
I mean, that's extreme. That's extreme.
No, I just give you an example. People, what they say, first instance, I didn't do it. But the fact is that he didn't do it. And front page is telling us that they get a leaked document from their own chat room. And he now telling his colleagues, why you're not backing me up on this story? And another person saying, but when you're signing the meta deal, they did consult us. It backfired and they want us to what? Sing hallelujah to you.
Let me relay LRA's response to the story. It says that the Liberian Revenue Authority LRA responded to the allegations, clarifying that it did not purchase a vehicle valued at $150,000 for Minister Modad. The LRA confirmed that it had approved the Ministry of Commerce's request in May 2024 for US $96,000 from its custom capacity building funds under the destination inspection contract, that's the DR contract, with Metec Scientific Limited. Okay, and the funds were allocated for the support of the ministry's trade activities. LRA also noted that the funds from the custom capacity building have been managed by Metec based on prior arrangement, but were transferred to a new list. So what it's saying here is that it's a method. So the money here, LRA actually got it, but it's being managed by Metec. And Amin Moda went and signed a letter with a contract with Metec to receive the money. So whether he bought Basak or whatever, it's still the same money we're talking about. But God, I need to charge my phone. I need to charge my computer. So take it over, Paul. Let me find the plug quick.
Yeah. So while you finding your plug, it's interesting. This is why another criminal called Nathaniel McGee is now asking for investigation. That's the funny thing about the whole story. One who have been sanctioned for similar thing is now questioning somebody, and it just laughable story in Liberia. Why is this that will have to go through it? Remember, Francis, under the George Weah-led government, Eugene Nangbe came on a similar scrutiny regarding 91,000 vehicles that he bought. So it just seems that the playbook is the same. That one group come, they do the same, another group come and do the same. There's no change in Liberia, and I think we're not going to see change in that place anytime soon. Maybe our great children, the way things are going. Now, if these guys keep, I'm being honest, the way things are going.
Yeah, but
I know.
Look, because McGee was put on sanction for illegal accusation of of his wealth and human rights abuses, it does not stop him from flagging corruption. And not because I did this, so I was keeping my mouth shut. No,
I agree with you. But it's just funny that let's simple a rule find another rule. That's how I see it.
Yeah, maybe McGee is the same Paul Atenus or Saul Atenus Paul.
Okay, I agree with you on that one.
But he has become the righteous man now, so he's
the righteous man in the house.
Yeah,
but Francis, I just want to ask you: you think Minister McGee is the right messenger? Is the right advocate for this thing here?
But wait, Professor just answer. He was Saul, he became Paul. Simple. The man have been.
No, I think he is, by virtue of the fact that he has a constitutional responsibility
Oversight.
by the people, the oversight to flag all these things, and despite his own baggage that he has,
this is where Liberia's problem will always continue.
The thing is, Uncle Lee, before you come in, the thing is that look, my problem with Liberian politicians, our people, our polling authorities are they flag these things. They don't pursue it to the letter, to the end, and it dies along the way. After 2 weeks, it's just dead. So the consistency, the fight to see corruption, to see financial malfeasance go away. It's just mopped up. It's just this show or charade.
That's the point I was trying to drive at. Imagine Nathaniel McGee talking to Amin Muda. So you think Amin Muda will be moved? What did Amin Muda do? Amin Muda said, go and check both of us names, McGee and myself, and see who's on sanction. At least he, Muda, is only being accused, but he, McGee, have been sanctioned. Okay, so you see, we need somebody neutral. McGee is not talking because he's not there or it's not him. Okay, you think McGee did not put his brain or his mind in one suitcase and forget it way in Bapolu when he was presidential affairs minister and all these I call it state presidential affairs minister. His brain was still working. He would tell between right and wrong. Okay, and after he didn't know, he said now that he's not there, that he became the saw, I don't know, Paul or the saw or whatever he is. See, so
it's an interesting country. Name for the same thing with Amara Cornell. He worked under the most corrupt government finance minister. Now he said now somebody won't put finger in out and he said, oh, it can't be like this, but when you are there, it's the same thing. Like Restoration and Francis, I think we're in a wrong job. I think in the room, we should go home and join the group to cut the elephant meat, because this is how I see it. Everybody, look at the lawmaker getting free 45,000 car, free
I would
8,000.
disagree with you guys. Even if Amara was in the most corrupt government in Liberia's history,
Yeah.
And he sees things going wrong, I mean, he has the right to flag these things out. I mean, for the benefit of our people, So everybody in the house cannot just be complacent and and not say anything.
Okay, friends, say I agree with you. So these guys, hospital in Liberia don't have paracetamol. Why, if they care for the people, why are they getting $45,000 each to purchase a car that they can't stop saying, no, we're getting $8,000, $7,000, $10,000 salary that we can buy our own vehicle? If they really care for the people, not flaking each other out. Oh, because my time we did it, your time we exposed you, because that is the game they play. If they're there for the people, I think that they will do the right thing.
I agree with you, but the thing is that the corrupt people are in the majority. That's the fact in the Liberian Senate. People go into that, into the Senate or legislature, matter of fact, to make it simple, to amass wealth, because they know that they have the authority to create wealth for themselves. They use government to create wealth for themselves. They don't go into businesses. They do not open anything in the private sector. That's why they fight. They credit money, thousands of dollars, to go there or to pay themselves. Besides, you guys, other day I heard Musa Berede he was on OKFM. He has 20 people. Can you imagine? What sense does it make? Now in his office, I mean, he pays 20. He has 20 people on salaried people in Nima and Monrovia.
Wow.
I mean,
all of the lawmakers that got people working for them, they pay them from their pocket. It's not government paying them.
They're the reason why they create all these small things to get money to pay the people.
Yeah,
I'll
but
tell you.
Again, I want to take us back to the Maggie and this what I got modal issue. You see, the thing is, if ever we say, okay, Maggie, though when you were there, you were corrupt, but now he are open, so he have become saint. So tomorrow, I mean, would have become a sin too, or any other person. I mean, we call him.
So what you expect Maggie to do? Oh, Maggie said, "Oh, corrupt." It didn't make corrupt. I mean, they're saying that everybody there Steve.
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is we should get rid of it. Whether what they got in Maggie talks about it, that doesn't make it any good, because he's not there. That's why he's talking. What are you people talking now? They say everything they're doing now, when you talk, they say, oh, CDC was doing it. You see it? So I mean, people justify things that they do because of certain things. They say, okay, the other person did it, so I'm going to do it. That's not right.
So what do you expect Maggie to do? If you are Maggie, what will you do?
But he's not. But I'm not stopping you from talking. I'm not saying it's wrong for him to talk, but I'm just saying that he's not a right messenger.
He was so nice.
See certain dressing that the way they can draw with all your home more red. Then you can start we hold a power in your head preaching. You think you're good at that?
So therefore, you know what happened when if me and you don't get along, and we in the same stealing business. Yes. When your own car outside, I will be the first to join the God to put to exactly what they're doing. There's something interesting in it. And they because I got beef for you, I will expose you. And at the end of the day, they all go and do the same thing. So if you expose Abel Modal for what he's doing, you said it now getting free money when they went to Grand Bassa County, they share big money on money access, they went for retreat. The people suffering. Children still walking between cars, begging for people. The blind people in Liberia don't get or send the beg people. Hospital, they didn't get paracetamol. So if they mean well, the money that is sharing on money and so-called legislature engagement, they will say, no, let's put it in the budget for those people that need it. Yeah, they're not doing nothing like that. And then they just blaming each other. So it's just complete nonsense in Liberia. So let's move on.
We the ordinary people who listen to them, we are the victims. I'm sorry that I can't find out my video. We had it, but I think it's off.
Oh, that thing where he said, yeah, baiting her. So
Here is a man who stood and said, other people can see that when they carry away, but our own we take it. So he's a man who admitted. Then he come to be the scene. If you had sit on the bar, he goes stand in the chair, he preaching there, I go sit down there, listen to him. Why again you
so because when Abu Modada was in opposition, he was one of the voices that were behind Maggie back to back. So Maggie now found room to go after him too. That's all. They don't care for the people. That's what I'm saying.
The next story.
So the next one, we talk about something very interesting, and I still have a doubt. I said this will not happen. I bought my Jack Daniel, and I keep saying, but because the government of Liberia have been playing cat and mouse with the issue here, the American now getting fed up, they decided to send delegates to Liberia. This is the story. I know Linford, you've been seeing when somebody call you, you call somebody, they didn't engage you, and you made a big promise that you're going to establish something, and time comes, you start dragging your feet. The World Economic Crown Court that were promised.
As far as I'm concerned, I don't think the president has dragged his feet on this.
Wait a minute. I said they've been dragging feet, and I will say why. Because they said there was documentation from day one that he needed to do X, Y, Z for the implementation. Then it came about, they settled a group of people to delay. When Prince Johnson went to a church and said, oh, this thing not coming nowhere, I signed that paper because we just decided to fool the Americans. So the Americans, they decided to carry huge delegates to Liberia to speak to lawmakers, civil society, and other people that this month happened. Nobody going to drag their feet. And you on a program, listen, let me finish. You on a program said over and over, say, Paul, send the people engage the American, they will do it in the end. And I had doubt. Francis is right here. I had doubt until that happened. Because they've been dragging, so the people decided not to visit. Talk to me, and then Francis can chime in.
Yeah, but I'm still telling you that they are not dragging their feet. You got to know that this is a process. It's not even if you see somebody shooting people, you killing people, you get your grabbing, you go carry straight to the court. You tell the man first, you get statement from him. It's a process. No, the thing here is, the first thing you doubted that they will not sign the paper. The president signed it.
Well, he never signed. They only established. He didn't sign. He established a group. Get it straight. He established an agency in Liberia headed by some massacre. They established an agency. So he didn't sign nothing.
There was some document signed. Have you forgotten?
What document to establish your agency? That's what he did. He didn't sign the one to UN because these particular people said, listen now, listen.
How do you understand the whole process here? You think
the process, listen. When this woman went to Liberia or interview on OKFM, that there was agreement, there was documentation that the president just needed to sign, and then he sent it to the UN Secretary General to request the World Economic Code to be established in Liberia. Have they signed that? No. What happened when they left? They established an agency. That's what they did.
I am telling you that it's a process. This is not an event. It's a process. Even event can be planned. Before you do that, you got to lay the groundwork. The groundwork, you think they're going to take people to America to go church there? No, church there in Liberia. So you establish that commission, lay the groundwork, and then the paper that you're talking about signing, it will be signed. But you can't get do it hastily. Now the Americans are in town. Okay? They're going to, even if the Americans, their presence in the town will not be able to sign the people. There are a lot of things they'll lay out. The planning, the proper planning, the discussions about funding, who will do what. So it's a process.
But they said they
Some
would
are saying
have
the same
found
thing.
it.
Some are saying the same, but you want it to get
Listen,
stuck
you're
with
not getting the point I'm making here, Linford. You're not getting the point. This very woman, I can pull all her videos so you can listen to it. Her interview that the president, when he was elected president, he had not been inaugurated. He met them, and they all agreed that when he take power, he will sign the document they had and he will send it. That's what her own was. You're not coming all say it's a process. Let me find the video. Maybe then you can listen to our interview. Hold on, I'll bring it up. Because
bring it up. There was no time like that to it. There was
no, I can't bring it up. I want to say I got it. The thing here, I'll bring it up. So
bring it.
No, but the thing is, Paul, even the Americans come and they come to the country wanting to for the government to establish the War and Economic Crimes Code. I can remember vividly the president signed the document for the War and Economic Crime Code. Then he established the commission. And besides that, these people cannot just come to Liberia without the consent of the Liberian government. Who they come to meet? The government has to be informed. This is Liberia's matter. Although our traditional friends wants to help, but the president even sent message to ECOWAS because ECOWAS is helping establish the code in Gambia. So this is just it's not just you say okay, you go tomorrow, go to Temple of Justice, and you start the trial. No.
In fact, if you read the story, their portion of the story say the U.S. Embassy in Monrovia announced that the delegation will meet with the Liberian government officials, law enforcement representatives, and civil society organizations to foster partnership.
I said that. They've been dodging. That's what I said. So these guys decided no one.
Dodging. How you know the dodging?
Okay.
I think Paul just wanted people to go to Temple and just say,
no. This guy, hold on, let me find the thing. You guys can come in. I'll find it and play the interview
when you say the people are
we all listen to that interview. The lady is telling you that when President Baka was not even inaugurated yet, they had a meeting and he promised that he would sign the paper. There was no timeline signed to it that you sign in December, January, February, March, April. No. This is a process. They are laying down the groundwork. The Americans, you think you consider about this more than the Americans? No.
No, the Americans shouldn't be concerned. I'm more concerned about because my people were killed. So don't tell me the process. When it happened, let's say he didn't sign any paper. The document we have is set up. Ask this question. He didn't sign any paper.
But let me ask you one question. This is it's very costly to establish a war in economic crime. Yes, so Liberia.
Is Liberia government going to pay for it? Is Liberia government going to pay for it?
Okay, so then the American who will pay for it?
If you answer the question in case, is that Liberia government going to pay for it?
That's what I ask you. You think you're more concerned about it more than the Americans? They will pay for it. They think that if they want that Baga to sign, the very day you're inaugurated, they will tell you sign today. But they can't because
you're talking about the finance. Answer my question. Is Liberia government going to pay for this? Yes or no? If you say yes, a case closed. You say no, case closed. Is Liberia government going to pay for this?
I don't know.
You don't know. That was in the C-Woman interview. She said it. The money is available, but the U.S. Congress has approved.
Yeah,
so why we
money?
If the
process that it's not going to Baga then sign the paper. Let
me find the thing.
No. I listened to the thing before. The point we're making, you are saying the government is dragging us. No, it's a process.
The government dragging it. That's what I'm saying. So what was the process in the beginning when they had the interview?
That's why I you listen. Did they give time?
No, what were they when they had an interview? Even Omer Boyka on the program, some of the things they said it.
There was no timeline given.
We're not talking about Tyler. I said they're dragging their feet because they want he made a promise.
It's because when he said
But
that
Frank Johnson said it. Who part of the rescue team that they're not going to happen? He said it. So why you?
So it's not happening now.
It's not happening until that document sent to United Nations.
It's not happening
happen.
now. The people are
telling, not happening.
They reveal the story, Paul.
Have that document been sent to UN? My question: you've been backing it in. The reason why I brought this story, because from day one they should have signed and requested the United Nations, but they decided to drag their feet.
No timeline was there. They said they'll do it.
Did they ever ask the UN? That's my question. Have they asked the UN?
Paul, this thing is a process. They did not tell you today. You started there is no timeline attached to it. Why? They think that's difficult to understand. They will do it.
No timeline attached to it. It can be after the death of Prince Johnson and others, then they can sign. Yes, so that would be the issue. So those timeline, then who are you going to hold?
Oh, at least it will be. The thing that who said that Prince Johnson will even be guilty? They're not even sure whether Prince Johnson will be guilty. So the thing is like,
but this is so why they had a process. They told us there was a model set up from Sierra Leone. The same model are going to apply to Liberia. When time came, what happened? They said, "Oh no, we're going to have another group of people set up, and this group will do an investigation." That is the delay. If you don't understand the delay tactic, is called dragging your feet. That's exactly what they're doing. They know they have the process that they could have gone through from day one. But they decided to bypass the process.
I will still bring you back. I will still bring you back.
All right, let's move on. God, friends say we'll be leaving us.
So back to the idea that there was no timeline attached when Fanda said, when the woman said it.
I never said there was a timeline. I said they're dragging their feet.
There was no timeline said they are not dragging their feet. The process is going on now. You see, this is one thing about African people. African men will not play. You see the white people.
No, so you're not African. You're not African. So you're European. But the fact is that the same African men that suffer us today, this is the same African men that decide the continent cannot move forward. It's the same mentality that we Africans have. That our people continue to suffer. Instead, these people.
This is a process to play. You go step by step. We're not concerned about anything more than the Americans. The Americans sending that people, they pay their way to come, they're getting their pay down. They will spend the money.
You're not concerned. Or you're not concerned because you don't want it to happen. For me, I'm anxious for it to happen. That's the difference between the two of us.
You are even doubting that
it's not going to happen because people go now. Listen now. According to the people, they're going to talk to civil society. They're not going to inform that people, beg that people, beg our people. This is what we want. Instead, our men who come to power, who made a promise.
You doubted this. What you think I'm okay for it?
But I'm saying, I said this. They're not going to back our own people to say, we beg your. Listen now. We begging your citizens to bring the thing because your president breaking his foot. That's the point I'm making.
You doubted that this will not happen. No, the Americans send that people. Then when you begin advocate for that tonight?
No, I've been seeing the ever say I want to dragging that foot, and you say no. So anyway, let
it's a process.
Guys,
coming to engage
the government. Let's move on. Frankly, don't have one with us.
All this now, maybe your understanding of this was that.
That is the crocodile story. Let me tell you something. When I'm going to do something and I make promise to the people from day one when I enter, this is what I will do. You're going with full blast. You're not going to drag your foot on it because, well, the surrogates, the key players that support you. But this is the point. No, not fall flat. You don't want fall flat on this one. This is the same issue today. We promised that there will be no car stock in mud. What happened? Look at this story. Down the scene, dragging feet. What happened to the $22 million today? Our post stock in mud. This is the point when you not compared to the people. You lie to the people. This is where you get, and that's the point I'm making. Yes, Francis.
But if you bring
when the guy in Stammer, what the Prime Minister of England, the President of Liberia, they rule will not be faced. People don't face rules like that.
No,
my man. Francis, I was told, we were promised that in the first 90 days, there will be no car store in Mott. It was something that they said over and over. Then our belief.
And then you believe it, right? And you believe it. And you believe it.
I just talked about the World Economic Crime Code. They talking about. So, yes, sir.
Listen, you guys. I mean, realistically, do you believe everything that was said by the politicians during elections?
Let me put it in now. Thank you, Francis. If this is the point I'm making to leave, I don't believe them, and the politicians are liars.
The government gets a fucking fever in less than 1 year. They come against high blood pressure.
No. I just said Lifa because politicians are liars. When they lie, they drag their feet and say, no, it's process. So that role that they gave they still in 90 days.
All these things you say, no. If you say, if the government says, let me make it very simple. Because these things are, the rules, the establishment of the World Economic Crimes Code, that process. If you are going to, 2 years and nothing happened, you see yet. But if the government promises, I will pin the people talk about breach, and they don't pin it, they have immediate access to doing it, immediately will understand. They say, yeah, these are things they fail to do. But these things that require manpower, it requires a mobilization of people, of machines, and heavy financing. It takes time.
Even know who are committed atrocity in the war. It will take a long time.
Hold on. You see, in life, and you talk about process, you do your facts finding, you get all your things ready before you go out there and say it. Then these people were saying in America, our United Party did a research. They went and say, oh, when we come to power, we're going to bring this. Nobody mentioned to them. They have done their homework.
But everybody said a thing.
We got to the road.
All the people who are running, all the presidential candidates said it.
So he said something, go by regards to the road. We were told that CDC government was so bad off, and these people are going to do it in 90 days. We were told. So if you don't have the machinery, you don't have the money, you don't have all of this, why would you come out and say you do this? So you make a big promise and then you drag your foot. That's the point I'm making.
Let me ask you one simple question.
Walker misspoke.
You are Christian, right?
Oh, he misspoke. Thank you, Francis. I agree.
Paul, but you are Christian, right? You now see somebody die and go to heaven and come back and tell you, say, I came from heaven. But some people, your pastor will go stand in the church and tell you, say, do that, you'll go to heaven, and you believe it. Right. So
their role says somebody got to die and come out before they tell that the road need to be fixed. And
that's certain thing, it's not yet realistic. I'm a Christian, but say I don't believe the idea where somebody will tell me, say, I'll go to heaven. They may have not been to heaven before you come back. Then somebody tell me, they see women or they see men who brought the power, he tell me, say, you go to heaven. They may get a country, pay border before I country, one country where I can see him and say, talk, we can understand each other. He said, I'm going to take visa, but God, kingdom where he get no key to nothing. He tell me, I'm going to believe. So thing that will go there. So it's all about people maneuver your brain. People make you believe.
We were told for 42 years experience of government.
Is that possible?
No, it's possible. No, impossible. Impossible. Why is not possible? Then why lie to the people? It was possible.
That's when you sort of use a head. That's
what no. If you're lying to people that nobody you say you had experience, so I'm telling you, why not possible? When we were in school,
nobody will convince me. Nobody will convince me that I will go to heaven when I know God made it for me to live. I'd rather live here because God, when I made it for nothing, He put all here. If you want to live here, you pour in heaven. So you go to church, your pastor tell you say you go to heaven and you believe it. So Boaka can't tell you say,
no, wait a minute.
Let me just ask Paul. For me to answer one question quickly.
Ask me, Francis.
This rule, let's say hypothetically, this rule shall be in the road supposed to fix. Fixing this rule, you have to create another detour. Yeah, I mean, in this infrastructure, especially road is in use. I mean, it's complicated. So you will give yourself a lot of headache if you think that the government has not fulfilled its promise now. The president, they say he said feed up rules. This road where it's looking now, at this place, the flood of rain. They got flooding all over the world. Even Europe, right next door, got Poland, the water was
flooding.
Yeah. So what happened to Africa, Liberia, where we have a submersion of the downfall of rain in our country every day during the rain season. So you know, Francis, we're not looking for excuses, but the reality I'm telling you now.
I like the way you're seeing it, and I'll refer you back to what the president they said they earmarked the corridors that have problem. They didn't say everywhere, they said the corridors, and this is one of the corridors in front of you. They listed the corridor that when it comes to power, there will be no car stop in those particular corridors.
The president misspoke.
The president misspoke. Right. All right, let's move on. He misspoke.
For nothing.
No, I'm not giving myself hard time. I've seen.
Yeah, but if I come to you and say I can let fire under water, I can make big fire under water, and you know fire and water will not go, you believe me? If you believe me, I live with you.
No, live for this one here. Me and you come from the same. Listen now, we come from the same era. In the old days, when we travel in the rural area throughout the town, they were never car stop. They said, and the president mentioned that say they will break the road, they will have machine all over in those corridors.
Machine on the road, though. They get machine on the road.
The machine on the road. All right. Yeah. I rest my case. So y'all get a story that making that if you don't plan something, you lie to people, and then you expect people to say, "Oh,
all right." Leave people to believe what I say. Let me tell you, if I want, if you get job, you come in for interview. You see my CV. You come in for interview. The first thing you see my CV, you call me, I'll come. Then you ask me.
So if you lie to the people now, you quoted the Constitution, say the power is inherent in the people. When you lie to the people, have the right to step down because you lie to us.
Yeah, but you're going to tell him to step down. Simple.
But that's what I'm saying. So the people have the right to say it. So the people now are saying, yeah, that's it. The commuter now, deep crowd, bar rolls. So they ask the president to fulfill the promise and start lying to the people.
They are seeing commuters. They were the one that provided the first president. They are seeing commuter 2029. You see them standing on the same ugly road and voting.
Because the president, vice president lied to them. So they're not seeing that.
All right. Okay.
Before we go further,
I mean 2029.
This rule from American kind I know. People who travel during normal days, it took them the same amount of time to travel from Harper to Mobile on the same road. It was no different. There was no quota on the road. Once they read on that road, the road is messed up during rain season. That's the times to take. The cowboy to take. They go call the cowboy.
The people now are getting angry and calling the president to fulfill his promise. So that's what I'm saying.
Let them act in 2029. So we can see what they'll do.
No. You said the Constitution said if you're not happy, you have the right. So they must wait 2029. They have the right to say what they want to say.
No, I'm not stopping them to say what they say. I'm not stopping there. I say if they want to act. Say, I know none of them get a power to go and grab the president from the sea and say move from there. Or
to call Lord Matosha Shadida have said, remember the music we play the loud to us. So they say, see United Party.
Yeah. So if they lie to you, listen, if they lie to you, the next time they come to ask you to vote for them, do vote for them. That point I'm making is simple.
No, people will still vote for them.
Okay, vote for them. Vote for them.
Yeah.
Go to the next
get Francis then brought these people upon us so they will do the same thing 2029. No, I should be big by true.
But the war economic plan will go, the code will come, but it takes time. That process.
So anyway, let's move to the next story.
Game. Even let's move to play football game. They get fixture. They gotta play. They gotta clean the football field. Everything that play. That will come.
Yeah. So I agree with you guys. Everything are playing. So we have a play in Liberia. The country live on a budget, and so this is the interesting thing about this story here. The senator hastily passed the recount budget, my people, during the night hours.
The budget got to be operated on. So whether it's history or not history, got to go. So they can't be waiting.
It got to go. All right. Something about this budget, and I heard for the beginning of the show, you're talking about Linford. You and Francis, I was in the background, I heard the conversation you were having on this budget. And I will start with you because you had an in-depth knowledge on this. What's happening to our people? I guess the lower house against this budget, the upper house passed it. What's going on?
Don't even say the lower house against it. Because the upper house knew already. You see, the thing is that, like I was trying to tell Francis, this is something that happens from government to government. Let me put it a simple way. Yeah, we know that Susu, those of us from the countryside, you know, that the farming season, the group of men in the town, they can organize themselves. They go to poor farm today, they work. Tomorrow they go to Francis's farm. They tell the country on the farm, and we all go around the circle, right? So this is what the two branches of government, you know, do. I don't know whether there is any role of the judiciary in this part, but the two branches of government that decided budgeting here. No, I sat on a committee, on two committees here in the Labour Party. We did not win the election, but we came second. So we and the ruling party, we share. Anything they do, we gotta approve. We decide the budget. In fact, they'll do the budget and send it to us for perusal. The ruling party, anyway, they just send it to us. We got some, we're working together. They send it to us, we look at it. So it's very simple. It get budget, it get line items. Okay, this one will go to this. To the point where I know that the kindergarten in our municipality or our municipality in Norway, kindergarten schools can only higher budget more than even the offices. Can you imagine? So that simple thing that okay, you know, after they finish setting the budget, okay, yeah, it's supposed to be like this. If you want to make changes, let's put something here for this one because of the important. That's when committees become important. The oversight committee on education and health and all these things. So they help people say, no, listen, they'll make that case. Say, listen, their money, okay, oh, we got to do this, we got to buy ambulance and things. That's when you hear recast. That's when it's okay. So we get help 10 million, and they say they want to buy ambulances or whatever. Let's make it 12 or 13 million. Then they take something from somewhere according to the importance of that item. Okay, so I don't see where on national. And this is I'm talking from experience because we do it here. At least this is my second year in the party, and we do these things. We have all seen two budgets. So to my surprise, that a whole country and me, I'm just a committee member in the party. But imagine that this is the legislature, the national legislature, okay, that debating or that is looking at the budget prepared by the executive, and they're delaying it. That somebody got to figure it. That for me, I don't see it before. It's hard for me to understand. So Liberia is just a special case. And from what I know about budget here, about what we do here is very simple. There's no big argument about it. Everybody agree to it. And when you agree. But where the budget gotta go, it is that they gotta even sign it quick. When the president in the pass it quick. When the president in the office, who will sign it? The president not here now. So it's just difficult to say, yeah. But like
Linford say it's just difficult to say.
It's difficult, difficult.
Look,
What your thought?
it's sad times for Liberia. The trend which we are going, the direction is so. Look, Liberia is in a reverse state, because the things that are happening, it does not happen in any serious modern country.
Nope.
It doesn't happen that way. First of all, there was some allegation that budget being tempered. Setting line items where temper wave and money were taken from here. I mean, the basic necessities of a country, the health sector, the education, the security, the youth. Where I live, where I come from in this morning, where I spent over 20 years plus. Look, these are the categories of items that people consider before. But in Liberia, the reverse. We take care of the president office first, the senator, then the House of Representatives, then eat all the money, then forget about the children, and forget about the hospital, security. So it's just sad. It saddens me that, look, this country is on a reverse course. We were made to believe that there were going to be some substantial changes in the way things were done. Unfortunately, things are regressing. So Liberia passing a budget of such a nature where the healthcare delivery system is remotely poor. School system barely exists. Teachers doesn't get paid on time. They have chicken change, no benches. Look, man, it's security. Man. And all the money goes to the legislature and executive. I mean, are you kidding me?
First say,
Yeah, well, I mean that before the worst thing that happened here is that the people who allegedly tamper with the budget, they are going scot free. Let Mr. Cummings, that example, Cummings was, they say fingering, there two political party document. They were all and also one point in jail, kind of thing. The man who the financial instrument of the country that determines the well-being of the people, will determine the state of the country, the financial health of the people of the country. I mean, the minister says saying that the president is not even doing anything to him. In a serious country, the man will resign or he be fired. I mean, brother, your thoughts.
Francis, you said something in regards to education before I go to health, and then we can. Education, the children just had a West African examination result. The 28% passed in the entire country.
Can you imagine that?
28. 31,000 students fail, I think it's math. Another 31,000 or 28,000 plus fails English. Only 28 students pass. And now, the place the money is supposed to go, the money not going there. The money going to the president's office, it going to the legislature pocket. But hospital, the CTR scam, they don't have it. So funny thing, Liberian honor, they call it the youth thing, honor 17, they taking part in a tournament. The last time they took part in a tournament, because before you go, they do that scan to determine that child age. Liberia threw out of that tournament before because two of the guys were 25 and they said they were 17. Now they're taking part in another tournament because we don't have the CTR scan. They're sending them to Guinea to go do testing. Here what people in Liberia buying 45,000 cars for each 300 or 103 lawmakers, but we cannot afford our CTR scan for the hospital. Where are we heading?
You know, sometimes I don't know whether we'll bring new set of people to Liberia to make the change or to, because people who you will expect to know better after traveling or after having worked abroad or seeing things. And hold on small, not even people who live abroad or work abroad. The president, all the damn Liberian president, and sorry for my expression, they can travel and come back. They go and see other things. When they come back, along there, when they're there, they can only see. By the time they get in the plane, they get to Liberia, they forget all that brain goes behind and everything they see, they forget it. That you travel and see all these good things. Some of them even go over treatment. And when the hospital they in, everything there is different. But when they come back, then they forget. People are just extremely wicked. You talk about, you know, if the scanning machine, what the other one is, the other scanner that they use to, you know, check people. The small hospital right near me, near Oya. Small community hospital. Yeah. The small hospital. I said, I went there last time, man. Paul, I saw 7 of that machine, brand new, that they installed it, but nobody using it. They put plastic away. So I asked the guy, I said, well, what? He said, nobody using it because most of the people they get it private home. They get it privately in their home. So brand new. I said, brand new. The plastic stay away. So those can sit down there. 7 years, because they replaced it. The other one is for, but because that new technology, they brought a new brand one that, you know, state of the art. So they want
X-ray machine, yeah. CDN,
So and tell me how much those things cost. If you buy $45,000 car for somebody, that thing costs $45,000. Even if you call 100,000, but make sure that at least you can struggle to get one. The one they had in Tabata Hospital, they took it and carried to
GFK. For the 5,000 or 103 lawmakers, see the total amount that they getting.
See,
you can't buy that machine.
Look, our advice, or our do not put that start giving money to Liberia.
Let me tell you.
So the people can uprising. Because they do not sit down and give money to support the budget. The reason why other people acting stupid. Buying the game for 40,000.
When I'm about to say, I'm sorry, in not a view of this platform is my view. No, if I knew somebody in the hospital, they will in Norway. Any Liberian government official come to Norway. If I know the hospital is going to, I'll go to the people and tell them. And they will listen to me because they know me. They know I'm part of them. I say, the mayor, you are not getting any treatment. Let the mayor lay there in Philippines, then in Philippines. And they ask me, I'll explain to them. And they put on it. No, they put or do it. You see, can you imagine that people are wicked? They will travel abroad, take good treatment, but back when they leave the majority of people for I go to, I hear any of them come here to go to the hospital, forget it. I may not know, but if I know, I'll go and tell the person the mayor.
The medical board cannot deny people because it's the ethics that
I know, but at least I'll go express that feeling.
Yeah, man. It's just frustrating. I know friends say have a meeting quickly. So, friends, something else I just want to talk about briefly. For some reason, this story just been hanging on Liberia that have nothing to do with Liberia. Some airplane that came from Liberia and they impound this airplane in Freetown. It's a jet traveling from Liberia to Mexico. This story doesn't add up. But then, if you look at it, linking this private jet, Mexico, what comes to my mind, the drug cartels, because we've been hearing a lot of drugs are entered Liberia lately at that airport. If this plane coming from Rawalfie, and for some reason, it got stuck in Freetown, landing Freetown illegally, why are they linking this with Liberia? Friends say, you know anything about this story? Because this is something that is not, it doesn't add up.
Francis, let Francis pop up because Francis is in the security sector. If you were there and you saw the plane, what you would do?
Francis muted. Yeah. Linford go, he's on the phone. Linford,
Okay.
you talk.
Okay, you know, Paul, when you even say that this story is not connected to Liberia, I want to disagree with you partly, even though I can't prove it too. But the way the story talking, sorry, the story say there is no documentation, no proper paper to confirm that the plane actually departed Liberia, because if a plane is departing any airport, they got to have that something that I know in shipping called bill of lading, right?
Bill of lading, yeah.
Yeah, but there's no paper to show. Then a lander in Sierra Leone, they check it. The people on board, one speaks Spanish, the other 4 or the other 3, I think, they are Mexicans. Then we start to connect bits and pieces. It's all, you know, the business with is all about investigation. After you investigate, if the story is not adding or you start to analyze, then you put your bits and pieces together and then try to arrive at something. Sierra Leone and Liberia are neighbors. The plane lands in Sierra Leone. They take the crew on board. And then one of them denied that he can speak English. But after some time, investigation and things going, then he say he can speak English. He starts speaking English. Number 1, that the first proof that a lie. Number 2, the people on board, Mexican. Look at the map of the world. Mexico way behind America, way inside America. When they drink way on the side, and Europe in between, or Russia, all if they go around the world on the other side, through the Pacific, Russia between us, Europe between us and Liberia. If they come on the other side, America between us and Mexico. So how they ended up there? Where are they coming from? I think the Sierra Leone government is doing due diligence. They say investigating that the plane is being guarded by security at the airport. Why are they investigating these people? Where they came from? They connect the drug, Liberia. The people can do all that thing. Liberia men can do all that thing, but nobody making drugs in Liberia. That one, I can leave my ear on chopping bowl. People are taking drugs in Liberia, but nobody making drugs in Liberia. That one.
So where the drugs come from? Where it coming from? That's the question.
Yeah.
Because
that's a question.
Last week there was huge consignment of drug, over 1 million plus drugs were caught at the airport. So if they plane, according to the story, come from Liberia, go to Mexico, it's just a thought. Friends said that just got us through the process because
this story, the hairline is quite different from the story. It's disjointed in a way that the story says that, according to I read the entire story, a short story, that the plane, some of the signs initial on the plane they tried to scrape it away.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the plane had a problem. It was scrambling. It had a problem and landed or forced to land in Sierra Leone. But the actual story is trying to target Sierra Leonean authorities. I mean, the airport controller and some other guys, because it was no trace of it coming from Monrovia. You know, it was no trace of it coming from Monrovia, and no airport in Liberia, matter of fact. So where is it coming from?
I think the Sierra Leonean, when they mentioned Liberia, it may have come from investigation from the crew or no statement from the crew. Because
but the crew may have said something, because the first time they lied, they said they couldn't speak English, they only speak Spanish, and they pushed them to the wall, they spoke English. So they need to be investigated thoroughly.
Yeah, but you see, and equally so, the point I'm trying to make is equally so we can also rule out the possibility of this plane. Because remember, these are crooks. The plane may have landed in Liberia, and the discharge of all the goods on it and they were on their way back. The first thing they lied, they said they have problem with that radio communication. When the technical people check, everything was in order. So the investigation, let's keep listening. I want to believe that this thing got something to do with Liberia. Remember, there are several small airstrips in Liberia. Okay, we got the Spring airfield right there in Monrovia, in Labasi. Then in Maryland, I think they got airstrip there. In Nima, they got some all around the country. So the people, and this is a small plane that can land almost anywhere on a 200-meter runway. They plane here. So you can it's a 14-seater plane. I know 24 or 14-seater plane. Then
it's a 14-seater plane. Yeah.
Yeah. Then you got 4 people on it. Something wrong. Who got it? Where it came from? High end. And you know, in aviation, the same thing with ship where you got the ship carrying the flag of certain country. In aviation, every country got a call letter. Every plane that is flying from a country got a call letter. If you remember, all the Air Liberia plane that used to be there get EL. EL, that EL is a spelling for the letter L for Liberia. So that's Liberia call letter in the International Telecommunications Union.
So leave for boy said the plane get fake registration number.
Yeah, that's
so
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You know what they did? They scrap one of them, according to the story, they scrap certain part of it. So it's difficult to identify. Like I'm telling you that the RTU registration for Liberia is EL. Then you can have whatever number it is, but EL. That is what Liberia got in the International Telecommunication Union. So then, if I was flying a plane from Liberia, registering Liberia, but I want to do Club D, maybe I could scrap up the L and just have E, where you can identify because no country plane in the world be just one letter like E. No, some country got 3 letters, 4 letters. So for Liberia, they got EL. So if I scrap that L and they got E, it'll be hard for you to trace it. That's what I did. So the guys are very clever. So it's good. The good thing about this story that I like is that the Sierra Leone authorities say the plane is grounded and they are still carrying out investigation.
Yeah.
If you keep the buggers in mosquito den for 2 weeks, they'll confess. Somebody will confess. They'll talk it true.
It's good because we got 3 more minutes.
Because in that Liberia, they finish letting the car go. They will just get smart in the go. Because you remember the people who they all drug the arrested during Joviata, the case were on when they say they put free right away. That same meaning the people left the country.
They left the country.
It's not Liberia.
Right. So we got 3 more minutes and something caught my eye and I just want to bring it a link for. There was a post by Musa Birite today, few hours ago. And this is Musa Birite standing here. And guess who behind him on the wheel is Alexander Benedict Cummings. And then Musa Birite writes on this. If you look at the rating there, he said
that's part to CABC and let him know what's cooking in the next 48 hours.
Okay. So in the next 48 hours, we won't know what's cooking.
Yeah, it could be that remember that Musa Birite is chairman for the CPP, and it could be that Musa Birite is saying, well, I don't want to be with CPP again. I don't want to be with ANC. I don't want to
but the CPP dissolved.
Yeah, it dissolved. So
90 days.
So I'm just circumspecting, it could be anything could happen. It could be anything. So let's wait for the 48 hours.
So it said ABC want to bounce back in a dramatic fashion. The way things are going, Liberia, helter scatter, nobody know or right direction. Is this something that Musa Birite they're contemplating to do something? So wait for the next 48 hours to see what they'll say. But it's a good. The man is nice armor car, bulletproof, driving himself around Monrovia. I can see. I don't see security. I don't see his driver. So this good. Look, I want to say something before we close up. We got about a minute to go. Lifa, if our Mr. Cummings, his Ferrari that he have, I would drive every Sunday in Monrovia. We
just be driving around.
Look, If he oh my man, and one time he flashed a Ferrari, they had issue about it. If you made your money, liquor money, you boast of
Yeah,
it.
but some people don't like to show off. No,
That was it. If I were him, I would show up. You see, look, let Dr. Kase, who ran to be president. Dr. Kase was flamboyant. He was showing off. Although of the color with him, but this is what he do with our Liberian people. Legitimate money, show it up. This is my money. I work hard for my money.
Yeah,
And
you also got to know. You also got to know like who you're dealing with, because sometimes they say, "Oh, they man, everybody hungry. The man who are running to be president, people suffering and they're driving a car. You can't even get that. Just show or no, you got to."
oh, but that would be my point. The people who were eating farina that you think they were good, then me who made my money, you can still go to them. So I will flash. Look, yeah, I wish I had that kind of money. I will flash people all around the place, and then they can talk what they want to talk. He is still down government money.
You gotta be diplomatic. You gotta when you work. No, listen. Yeah, I mean, no. I will tell you something, Paul. You know, every time I go to Asia, I rent car. And I can tell my car rental friend, I say, "My man, come in." So look for the latest car, the new one you bought. And the guy will keep it when I get there. Right at the airport, I get a car. So every day I sit in the car and drive around the town. I'm feeling proud that I'm driving. And people see me, they wave to me, and so I feel proud. But the question I asked myself one day was, what difference do I make? Yes, I'm certain people see me, and those people, they are still there. They even the driver, they are still there. Nothing can change about me, nothing will change about them. Even though I'm driving this car. So when I see people showing off, yeah, you show up, we'll see you. So what? It doesn't make any difference in our life with the poor people. So I reached to a point where
I would call it good. The man tell you, say, listen now, he gave me opportunity. I want your salary, I want your money, because my country, I was born in this country, is bad off. I don't need salary. God bless me. I just want to do the right thing. You said no. The man know nothing. He know about government. So why can't he just flash his cars? You said no, you deny him. So he draw his money. I would drive West Point with my open convertible on a Sunday and get wave to people.
Yeah,
that's what I would do.
You know what impression people will have of you, that you just boasting them because you show it off, because if they let you become president, that's what you do.
Oh, but then you rejected me twice. I don't even care for it anymore. So I enjoy myself. You get a lot to say. I'm asking, oh man, if I were him, they would talk every day about me. I'm being honest. If I were Mr. Cummings with such a money, they would talk about me every day. And you give a month, because if you've been rejected, why not? They want you. The people that want the people there. The people suffering them. So you can have much to say about me. If I want to help, I will go to schools. I will help schools at my own leisure time. But I will just bluff you every day and night. If I get that money, I get my own private helicopter to be going around the place, or hire it just to milk it in your face that you don't let good people. That's what I would do. Not him, because this guy is a gentleman. He won't do it, but me, I would do that. I'll be honest.
I'm sure when you go to Montreal, even United Commons, you don't have much money. But when you go to Montreal, I know the poor people around you, you can't just be showing up against them. But the thing is, I understand what you're trying to say, but life doesn't go that way. People, let me tell you, they say, on your way up, be kind to the people that you pass by, because you may be coming down and you'll meet the same people. Liberian people, they've made a decision. They know. Not all of us stupid. Some people, they try. And if the people had not elected George Weah, there will be this doubt that, George Weah, good man, George Weah could change his country, but they know George Weah now. What happened in the going election? They rejected him. But in 45 years in government, he get all the experience, this and that. What happened now? They seen it. And so they will reject him in the next election. And even the Mr. Comey we're talking about, we are supported Mr. Comey and we still do. But how sure I am that Comey would have changed like bro just in the finger of an eye? You're dealing with a system. This is a complex system where you're dealing with people who thrive on government, people who live on government, that the career they get. That's why you see a Joe Walker being in government for complete 45 years before you and I were born. You understand what I mean? So to change, yeah, Comey will do his best. But how much?
So
he will create new people. He will still have what happened. What happened in the CPP? He still try to bring in people who he talk to help. But what happened?
I agree with what you are saying, but I'll give you an example. Dawo, Ellie Johnson Sirleaf. I'm just going to go back to Ellie. In Ellie Johnson Sirleaf first term when she took over the country, you know it was complete broken system, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you saw what Ellie did in the first 6 years.
Yeah, but she had the support, man, the international support.
Right. This is the point I'm trying to link with you. This guy, you see, so as he stands now, they make him go to Washington anytime that our sitting president, what he cannot do today, they make him do it.
Yeah,
I just gave you again. I gave you some example here.
Yeah,
I carry back to
listen, I'm coming again. We'll go back to the Georgia situation and the Braga situation. No, I support them, Mr. Cummings. If I had the opportunity again to sit down one-on-one, he and I talking in Germany, but if I had the opportunity again to sit with him one-on-one, I would tell him, do not raise the hope of the Liberian people very high. Because people told us, oh, Georgia get an international contact. But Georgia told us. I'm telling you, listen, I'm telling you. The reality of things.
Linford. Let me say something to you. No, let me say something to you. I gave him an example on Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. Who
Ellen Johnson Sirleaf had the Liberian just come from war. The people
apart from the contact, Ellen worked extremely hard. Let's give it to her. No doubt about it. Ellen worked. Yeah. So people who have a work ethic, they will work. I'll be honest.
Yeah, but
George,
Mr. Comey is coming from the corporate world. And to have contact in the corporate world and to have contact in government are two different things. So Mr. Comey will go to Washington, but who is
government is business, it's almost a corporation.
Yeah, I agree. That's the operational part you're talking about. How many government officials Mr. Comey know in Washington?
Say that again.
Yeah, how many government officials does he know that he have been meeting in Washington before? If you talk about big companies, well, listen. No, me, I don't let imagine things and just say.
This is the man.
No people in the corporate world. That I agree. The man said, the man told me. He said, look, Linford, I got a plan. He said, look, 5 big companies can take care of Liberia. He told me. I said, I'm not quoting. He told me in Germany, around the island there. To me, say 5 big companies can take care of Liberia right away. You divide in a country, put one in the middle, and share the other one in the lower country. You will find out that within 1 month time, you will employ all of the educated people. They will come, they will start looking for high school graduates. Okay, they make a contact. Let's assume you got a contact in the corporate world, but when it comes to the government to government contact, we're talking about Washington.
So Linford. Don't get a team mixed up. He talking about whether he will do, he was going to do the right thing. And what I'm telling you is the work ethic that involved. And I gave example on Ellen. It's the work.
When you talk about Washington, that's why I'm coming in. You go Washington, of course.
We still get contact in Washington, which I know of. That's what I'm saying. And that's why the CDC government accusing of bringing sanction on them. If you go back, and that's the fact. You can't deny that. Okay. Yeah, so what I'm saying in reality here, our people have a way of doing something. They'll say, oh, you must have government experience. And they fail to realize corporation and government is actually a corporation, if you look at it. So if you look at people who have ran good government, I gave example of, you see, the former prime minister of who just they just got rid of. Richard Sunak is a businessman. If you look at David Cameron, a businessman. If you go to America, the Donald Trump today that are running, they're raking all of the people that are business people. If you understand the way the business environment works, you can operate in a government. The George Weah you gave example of, George Weah never worked in McDonald's. People say because he plays soccer, he's this administrator. He never. So that comparison is just down on a
the example I gave about George Weah. Listen, the example I gave about George Weah is this seeing her expectation that with Liberian people that George Weah get like international contact. By the time he become president, all the people, the government will start supporting people start coming. No, it doesn't work that way. What? No, one place before Mr. Coming, I can't deny the corporate world. Companies coming, right. I will not deny that.
So you remember
government contact. No, you can't. You remember. If you carry Mr. Commissioner, I will tell you that you will find it. You have to sit on a waiting bench to even meet some people. That one I can tell you.
All right. So, but so Linford, what does government contact do? And if you have people that are coming in with businesses and government contact, what does government contact do?
Business people not coming from Washington.
No. You're making it complicated. What does government contact do? I just want to know.
Because if you talk about Washington, you talk about government, the seat of government.
I can talk about Washington. I can talk about 10 Downing Street. I can talk about anywhere I want to talk about. What government to government?
But every area got its own connotation. If you talk, okay, if you myself talking,
what does government to government contact do?
While if you and I were talking about Liberia, we talk about what does that? You think you look at somebody from executive mansion and go, what does that? A business person go, what does that? When a business work, really. But if you talk about capital building, temple of justice, the executive mansion, don't talk about government
right.
now.
So we got somebody now. We got somebody who been vice president, who been in government for over 50 years.
He doesn't have contact. He does not have the contact.
How? That government is all know how he doesn't have contact.
Yeah, but that's what I'm telling you. He doesn't have a contact. You see how he's struggling? So the same thing. So people, when we create the illusion that, the mail, go what it no.
But the point I'm making here, you don't want dragging a government contact in it. What I'm saying,
I'm not dragging you. You started by saying
he does have contact. And I'll tell you, I know he have this Washington contact. I'm telling you, and he said no. Because that's why I gave comparison when CDC even accused him of bringing sanction on them. So on several occasions,
did he bring a sanction on CDC?
Yeah, man, I said CDC accused him. He's
trying to confirm it by saying that he get contact.
No, I couldn't tell you that's what CDC used to say, he brought a sanction on them. That's the fact. Yeah, you can't deny it.
I'm not denying. What I'm saying is we lower expectation. I told you.
No, but this got nothing to do with expectation. The fact
of it I'm telling is do not. I will know that you can do this thing, but do not open up too much to the Liberian and make people promises because it may just not work. That's then I brought in the George Weah thing there, where everybody thought that George Weah get is King Maris. You got a Maris touch.
All right, name for.
You say for the 2 years, for the 5 years. Yeah, the man struggling all around the place. He doesn't have a contact. You see, the Liberian people had the honor that illusion. They see illusion.
So,
that the man
Linford, I think he gone overboard. When this guy was running, he never made any promises to anyone. He said, based on 5 things, I will be able to do these 5 things. He listed the 5 things in details.
I'm not quoting him.
So I'm going to give you an example. Based on what he was doing,
you want to build that huge expectation, which is not the case. That's I just try to let you know that because many Liberians thinking like you. Many Liberians think that that when they person somebody comes from era, they can go and make things happen.
No. You don't tell many Liberians think that me somebody that supported that lay out a 5 principle of what he was going to do.
Yeah, but you're not going by the 5 principles.
Listen.
No, you're not going by the 5. Paul, you must say, we're talking. I'm not far away. You're not far away.
Yeah, but listen now, you're not
started
going.
by saying when the men go to Washington, So I tried to tell. I said no.
Linford, I said you are talking about the contact. I said he does have a contact in Washington. He have, and you said no. That and he brought all the George Weah incident that you
No, I didn't
George
say
Weah.
no. I said we should not raise the hope. I didn't say no.
But it's nothing about hope. It's a fact. It's the truth. There's nothing about hope. If somebody get linked somewhere, you say they get linked. It's not raising hope. That's all. That's the fact. With this guy in George Weah, you can't put them on the same pedestal. That's the fact, and that's that. So it's not raising hope. It's the exact thing where
each one of the two gentlemen, they got our own area of performance too. You see,
I agree.
I
agree. The way Sidician carry that George Weah worth $85 million or something that he was not worth. That's not what I'm saying here. Because they built it to the people that he worth this amount. Because he was friendly with Berlusconi and all of these people, he had this connection. They saw it that way. That's why they voted him. But I'm saying in reality, this is a different character we're dealing with here. Different person. And they're not the two on different level. And I'm saying it based on his performance in what he made his success is what I'm judging on. It's not like, we can't raise the bar high for people. Why not? You can raise the bar high, but we know he can deliver. And you say, it could have been that he may not.
Raising the expectation. That's my point.
No, it's not raising the expectation. That's the fact. If I know you're capable of doing something, tell the people what you're capable of doing. Not raising expectation.
When it comes to government, or especially when it comes to Washington, you don't pretend, because number one, the first thing, government changes in Washington every 4 years. 1, 2. If you have contact with one particular person at a time, maybe the day you go there, that person is not there. So I keep saying it. I would rather operate on a level. I'm way up there, but I would operate.
All right, let's forget about Washington in the year. You seen this guy could not deliver in your mind. That's what I'm saying.
No.
Forget about Washington. Forget what you said it. You said you.
You said it. I've not even left my seat, and you still try.
You said it. Say the way Liberians looking, he couldn't have even delivered. You said it, and that's what it was
to me. I said the expectation that you raised, it would not have been the same.
No. I'm not raising expectation. Don't put it. I never raised expectation. So you bringing it up.
Yeah, but even if I said that, let me tell you, like government is quite different. I'm not saying that Mr. Kwame could not run a good government, but imagine what happened in the CPP. Mr. Kwame will not bring 4.5 million new people in Liberia. No, he still had to work with the same people who have been working in government. Some of them, he will bring some other new people. But is that possible to bring all totally new people? You can just see in the CPP, the people that he confided in, what happened? So, when people think that it will just become automatic, I always let leave room for correction. It's just like when you're writing, if you're using pencil, put your eraser aside, because maybe you will cross I for a T. So you got to erase it and make it with T or make it with I. So, I always that's why I say if I'm operating, I always operate a certain way. If I know I sort of beware of that, operating in the middle. I play for the middle so that I know that there's room for improvement. Okay? Because if you set your bar way high and then you can't make it, you start falling. Well, you are the same person telling all about Boaka, saying 100 days, no car will get stuck. And I know, Paul, I sleeping, you wake me up, you tell me, say, Jesus Christ just came on F today. He said 90-day car will not reach on the road between Tabetha and Maryland. I will scratch my head. I will walk on that road and stay and be watching him to see how you play a match. So, the way we sell information, a little bit careful with things. Okay?
So, Linford, a good friend says back. Dating is simple. You see, when you ask me, this is what I would do, and this is how I would do it. I already know the what and the how. I define it and make it easy. So you know exactly how you're going to start it and how you're going to implement it. It's not that you're making the bar so hard for anyone. And that's why he said, this is
how I will do it, and this is this is what I will do. This is how I will implement it. Simple theory that have nothing to do with I promise to do this. You remember one of the interviews says, "Say, look, we got problem with the National Port Authority where ship come in. To simplify it, if 20,000 ship come, for example, each ship pay 1,000, you know that $20,000 you're collecting on a day. It being very practical, pragmatic. So all of this, you're not making promises to people that, oh, I'm going to build rules and then you can't build rules. I'm going to build skyscraper, you can't build skyscraper. But this is a simple mathematics we can use to bring this. Rule of law, which he spoke of, say when the laws are good in the country, plenty of investors will come. These are pragmatic things that he talked about. Investors come to a place that is safe. These are not promises you're making to people. It's just the fact, the situation. So that's why when you say, oh, maybe you're not with this, because based on his 5 things that he laid out, it's the what, the how you're going to do it. He laid out. And the information is published. It's still there that people could hold him back. But on the other side, let me finish.
I got everything there on my computer.
Yeah, so if you doubt that,
where do myself differ? And I'll still take you back. You see, you try to polish it, and you try to.
I'm not polishing. I'm just telling you.
When we started, you started going. Oh, you see this guy. When you go to Washington, I said, no, hold on.
No. I said if I were him, I will block people with a cars like.
We pass that stage.
That's it.
We pass that stage. You are talking about now. You are talking about how.
I say he have contact in Washington. You don't want to say no.
Let me say something to you guys. Look, I mean, it was one interview that Tana McGee had, and in that interview, it still goes with me. It had a profound effect.
That what people him.
No, McGee said. If you also, you know about Golden is a hell of a thing to be in. Seriously? If you also identity is easy. You can be as much as you can be prepared. That bro is a country, especially where we do not have no system in place. Where you can then come in and walk and get the system there, you then take over. If you get there, you have to bring a new system in. So look. I don't want to think that Mr. Cummings is a bad leader or be a bad president. You can have all the necessary contacts abroad. You can have all the look. It requires that commitment from your people, especially people who are putting positions around you.
Simple.
Our people, look, we are all. Look, I'll put myself there. We all hustlers. Eddie Johnson brought the best team for the first year. This Anthony Saye did this, the Gongo, all the people that look, and at the end of the day, the people who they met there on the ground, who trying to push things around, trying to push them as such, frustrated them. So governance in Liberia is a Herculean task. You know, I don't want to sound negative, but I know all that in 12-year experience or 45-year experience, that general come to put money in their pocket and go back to America and live their good lives. And that would be the same thing with Mr. Cummings. Cummings bringing he not bring whole administration from America. They got all the people on the ground. The Mariah Makula, the Toe, the Louis Brown, the this. All the ball on the ground, right on the gapping. Government is an easier place to make money.
But Francis, will you agree with me? In the first 6 years, did she not work extremely hard?
She did.
She did. That's the point I'm making here. And that's
she
all.
Did. Well, she created a lot of power now we have.
Yes, I know. And
she
in the end, she did. So that work ethic that she brought, Mhm.
Wait, listen,
He
listen.
created a lot of problems. The legislatures,
Paul,
he
let
made
me
them
ask
do
you
so
small,
for
Paul. Let me ask you one question. When you talk about Ellen work hard, what do you mean?
There was a broken institution that we had in Liberia.
But
Everything
our debts were waived. And we should run
Yeah.
the war. Debts
She
were
did. She
waived.
did.
Ellen
We
was
She,
started
Ellen
from
government.
afresh.
This
yeah, man.
government, where American government gave $50 billion cash. One
50
time.
billion.
Yeah.
No.
Was it 50
Wait,
million?
50 billion.
500 million. The
Yeah, 500 million.
first-
Okay,
first-
500 million. So,
the first 2 years.
yeah, Ellen government was the next one that received the higher support, okay, because of the condition that Liberia was in. So, if we even be Paul Cholope who was president, it will make impact. Because, in fact,
No.
no, I'm just bringing it down.
It left with the person contact.
Thank you, Francis. That's
If
the point I made.
If you have a president, you have a Mumu president at Joria. Joria, how they contact where he went to? So promises he made.
And this is the Liberian mentality that once you are way up there or you've been famous before, then you get contact or what. If Joria had not become president, Liberian people will still be there.
Exactly.
You see it? So
Correct.
that what my advice on Mr. Cummings will be, and I keep saying if the next time I get chance to sit down with him again one-on-one, which will happen, I'll tell you, I say, Mr. Cummings, I know you can do this thing, but keep your keep.
Do you know what he's gonna run before he say before?
You say you even know. So
exactly. So that's what I'm saying. If I was,
I said if
I would just be showing all my worth. That's what I'm saying, and just relax your life and enjoy your life. And that's what I would do.
He not let you, my man. He not let you. So get
but that's why he not let me. But that's it.
Let me tell my thing. So the next time I see Mr. Cummings and he say running, I say, Pablo, I say our last conversation. I say my way to me, but me, I can't tell you my owner. I know you can do that thing, but don't raise the people hope high. Start your work. Just operate as your normal self. Tell them, let them vote for you. If they agree, they vote for you. Then you start. But
you are not win national. You raise the poor hopes.
Yeah, don't raise the hope.
You're not win. You gotta raise the poor hopes.
You see it. Then when you get them, we can reach Joe Vaga situation, and that's why.
Yeah, where Francis say you gotta raise the poor hope, and Lefa say don't raise the hope. So Joseph Boyka raise the hope that you're going to be able, and then you. So Francis,
that's why you're getting that good.
Oh.
No, what Mr. Cummings even said it one time. He said, like the same thing Walker said, and Walker the dance with the devil. But Mr. Cummings said, no, different fashion, different thing, that he will bring reward everybody to get what he wants to get. And Mr. Cummings is not an ordinary man. Now the young man said complacent. The man has contacts, he has friends. I mean, he work with. You hear his country going down the drain. It hurts. I myself, I'm not at that level, but if I see the trend that is going, it hurts me.
But the play what me and Paul had a debate was Paul tried to go to Washington. He wanted to connect Mr. Cummings to powers in Washington. No, I can tell you the one strictly. The business war is quite different from government in Washington. Number one, government can shift every 4 years. So if you have contact with Donald Trump some 4 years ago, Joe Biden there now. So Donald Trump is there. See, so
Linford, I said, and I refer to you this again. You see, Washington is almost, you get civil 7. Only the people you're referring to, you're talking about somebody that elected today, they're gone tomorrow. The institution is there. People come and meet the institution. They leave the institution and go. All of even the woman come, somebody bought barn from somebody come and win. That institution in Washington is still remain as an institution. Listen. When I used the word say he had connection with Washington, it was the very CDC that said this. That because of his influence, that what sanction came on then. I made a reference to you. So I will see what.
I asked you that question. He said no.
What do you mean by I said no? CDC said it.
Are you confirming what CDC said by saying that you got contact?
I don't know if the broad session, then CDC said it. So why I'm not in CDC? How will I confirm it?
So do me reference to CDC accusation. CDC could say, Mr.
No,
Commissioner.
the thing is that
Let's forget our topic because you keep dragging me back to some.
we gotta go 11 o'clock in the end now. But the thing is that let me just say it quickly. Look, if Mr. Cummings, what he has some friends in the corporate world that may have some links to people in the warehouse or in the U.S. Senate. That could be his connection there, and the sanctions. It could be lobbying. You got people there. You got people there waiting to do any bad thing in the world. Want they there? He wants to get the money, they can do it for you.
And the institution is there. That's
it.
They got people there. Lobbyists are there waiting.
Obvious.
And then you are not favorable to Washington.
Martin
you don't have to be elected to this. The institution is there.
Martin they believe that Liberian people get about the automation that it is just automatic. That this man he can make this thing. No. Nobody's
saying that. Nobody's saying that. Nobody's saying that. And the man said it. The only way Library can go is based on this. He's not going to be something that can do the magic one. No. He said, he say it. It's a
complex governance. We take it, we let you. Also, we can talk all the time. And you sit down inside there, the complications there is not easy. You got competing priorities.
That definition of government by Mangil, similar. What he said.
No, but what he said, no, that's true. Besides other people say, no.
It's true.
I want people that you see the thing I hear about this government, I would say they don't want to admit the fact that they get you hard time.
No, of course, they will not say that.
You know, I mean, it's difficult. You cannot run a country on $700,000, take $700 million. Whole country, you run on $700 million. What kind of country is that?
There is no system. There is no system in Liberia. Everything is practically broken down. Imagine you become president today. You start asking, the Minister of Presidential Affairs, did you to any government? I mean, any document can we see in that present? Just the ministry, you'll get any document for cases that in that present. So you got to start from zero. Okay, starting from zero, the financial burden there, the documentation, and all the things that can make the system that there. So whether you bring good person, it will be difficult. That is the point I'm trying to make. That you don't raise the people with hope high and say, okay, when the person be that, that certain area the person will perform well. Okay, that one area I know Mr. Komi can perform from day one is the business world because he cannot contact. They take telephone, call a friend. But to connect, even down in Liberia, CPP, that's my bigger example. CPP, where the people, the whole damn group down in the CPP, the people, they all sitting down in that one office. When coming go to work, they all there. When you move from there, they move from there. When you go work around already there. We take phone. How many times we call people? They can't answer. Some of them don't even. Can you imagine? So if Mr. Coming become president with all the good intention, fire before fire start burning, you got to burn the base first. Okay, so if your base is not working, where will you work? So it's complex. That's the point.
I think the best example for Liberia was the Chewy Party example. They bought and had their money. They put their money into the government.
Yes,
they
get it back.
Yeah, that was how they're doing. Paying salaries, they put the money in there. They take it out. So things were not flowing.
You get a bunch of poor people who wanting to be minister and all the kind of thing. They will be there and stealing. While the president was struggling, going all around, when you bring investor, they rob the and Paul, you talk about the law enforcement thing. Yeah, Mr. Coming outlander, but Mr. Coming that security man, he'll be president. He's not a justice minister.
No. He said a rule of law, and he simplified it. He said, "Look, it's something they need a reform." He said it. The system need a reform. And you gotta be army man before you ask somebody who knows to bring a reform.
Reform that country went through.
No. Listen, he talked about justice, the justice system.
Yeah, but
there are key areas that. So the reason why I keep referring to Ellen, when I say Ellen, she worked extremely hard. Those were the things that
Ellen said they were saying that there was no law and order. So,
hey man, Linford, let's get Eddie some credit here too,
no,
man.
I said certain time.
Yeah,
I mean,
certain time in our second year, we know in the second term, but Eddie did extremely well.
Second term, who was president? And she was simple president.
Hey man. I asked the question. Eddie first says what she did, and Francis answered she did extremely well. That gave her the benefit of that. When she started all the
war and things were still difficult, even if somebody will give you $1,
even if Eddie back today, she'll do better than the Joe Weir and the Joseph Barker, and that's the fact. If you bring her back today, that's the fact.
So.
Eddie had a time, but Eddie couldn't control corruption. That was a major problem.
And she said it. Yeah. Eddie worked.
She was robust. She was trying to fire people here and there, teaching people around, but it didn't help. She needed to adapt another strategy. Because all the boys and walk away with millions of dollars in their pocket.
Yeah, send it where I find them, they find me. Let me get them do what they want to do. I'm president already. But guys, on Friday we're going to be having the board of directors of EFLA. Mr. Mamula will be talking about a very important thing, that is diaspora voting. So the right for us to vote. So we will be hosting Mr. Mula here on Friday. It's going to be very interesting discussions. So those of you in the diaspora, you can join us on Friday, same time, and let's hear what some of the things that Mr. Mula will lay out, because he's fighting for this, and it's good that the president of EFLA himself is on this platform as well. So it's going to be very interesting. And I've been trying to see whether I can get some other key holders, stakeholders, people who have been helpful in other areas, the same thing that EFLA is doing. But we stay working on that. But if we manage to lay our hands on somebody, then we can team them up so that they can explain to us the importance of diaspora Liberians voting. Because what is we're talking, we can make a difference. We say now here, we're talking, we can vote, we can make a difference. But if we just leave all the people in that play there, somebody can get them one bag of right, one t-shirt, and put them in purse and go, they vote. Then they can sit down, they start crying, then we all start crying again. So the diaspora Liberians we want to vote. So Mr. Mula will be here to tell us the importance, the reason why it's important for us to vote. Paul, anything? Francis, anything?
No, it was just a good show, and the exchange was good. I enjoyed it, and to our audience,
but that's how we do it.
Yeah, so yeah, I mean it was great, and I'm looking forward to Friday.
And we need to. Mr. Comey has been so silent. We need to break his silence. So we need to get him here.
He should do that, and then let's see. Francis, maybe you never know. We could carry you from Europe here, because we need leaders in our place. The country is just going helter-skelter.
Something else I think we need to be pushing is, or the diaspora, the European, they can have our own representative and senator in the house. You know, America can have
we can't be sitting down here. It's our country. We want to go back and things just bad up. We must do something.
Yeah. We need to be represented even in the house.
Exactly. What they did with the transitional government happened from the trade union, the labor union, all kind of people there, marketing association, had Mary Massacre, and all went into Mary Massacre.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, it's a good discussion we had tonight, and we look forward to Friday, and we should. I mean, you guys good night from my end here. I have to leave now.
Yeah, so let's leave for say something so we can leave with nice Liberian music, and then
you got something. You got something nice, Q?
Yeah, I got something queued up. So
okay, so yeah, but basically the only thing I want to say is the information about Friday, and okay, and for after the show, I saw a lot of people came my inbox. Oh, you said Martella Kubo coming. Why you didn't bring her? We did not deny Martella Kubo from coming, but she's not in the country. She's traveling with the president. I tried to explain to them. Everybody that came my inbox, I tried to explain to them. And but we still got interview scheduled with her. We still got her to come on the show here. because also the I think special assistant to the administrative assistant to her, he was in part, he said he promised that when she comes to reschedule. So we're hoping that we'll bring her back. But Friday we're going to have Mamula here to discuss the voting right for diaspora Liberian, and that's why we are interested in. So be our guest on Friday. Come early, don't miss the show. Thank you, and Paul, take us home.
Okay. Good night.
Good night.
Boy.
If we're pregnant, speak up.
Only records, Now you better lick on out what you want you to don't can show yourself. Got plenty dancing as you dancing, you get copy, I say don't can show yourself. You using Chani, Mr. Chani, I say don't can show yourself. You say you young for your sling on a papa bob, I say don't can show yourself. You don't get money, you want eat shawarma, eat some pizza, don't can show yourself.